Hey everybody, it's Kari with Reseller Revenue. I hope you guys are doing fabulous. We're going to go over and look at our what solds today. So let's check it out and see what happened this last week. So here's my performance screen. So if you would like to see yours, you go up here to the top, you go to performance, and then you go to sales, and then you can do custom. So I always do the week before, so there's always 8 because I can do Sunday to Sunday when I do this, but you can do any of it. And then you can also compare it to like same period last year, which I always think is interesting because when you're feeling kind of down and you want to know like, am I improving at all this year? Is anything going better than it was last year? And here I can see that this week, last year compared to that, I'm up 64%. Sure, I'd love to be up like 300%, but that's not always the way it goes, right? So I could look at this and think, okay, I'm still up. I'm doing good. Everything's going pretty well. And so I'm happy with this. And I don't put a whole lot of effort into like making sure I'm always checking everything, but once in a while I do check to see my compare periods last year and see how I'm doing. So if I scroll down here, you can see, this is from the 3rd to the 10th. I sold $9,511.35 gross sales worth of everything. And here my net was $52.05. So not bad. I do really, 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 really aim to get my gross sales per week to 10,000. I was a little short, but I'm closer than I have been. It's been a little bit rough for me the end of April, early May. So I like to see that we're getting closer to that $10,000 mark. Quantity sold was 419. This is attributed to a lot of me doing twice a week eBay lives. Last week I did 3 because I tried to pop up to see how that would go. My average sale price per item I know is going to start getting drugged down by eBay lives. That's fine. It's just this is a vanity number anyway. So we can have an average sale price of $1,000. If we're overpaying for our stuff, we can still be losing money. So this doesn't bother me at all. And here's my auction, which would be my eBay live sales for last week, was $2,281.67. And usually I don't run auctions, so of course that number is going to be up. The most important number is how much money went into your bank account. That's the most important one. So here my breakdown is one-time buyers versus repeat buyers. The reason I think my repeat buyer number is up so much is because of the lives, right? So the people that follow me and my previous buyers get notifications, they come in. So I feel like that's probably why my repeat buyer number keeps going up, which is good because you guys know I want it to be at 25%. This week we're at 17.8% of repeat buyers, so I was pretty happy with that. Let's scroll down here. Right here under the total sales, it will say item sales, shipping, handling, and taxes. So this is how much you collected for shipping and handling. I collected $1,381.55. If I scroll down here, I paid $1,193.06. So I was still ahead on my shipping. Sometimes I'm not, and I know that. So I know that's part of what I like to do. And I do that mostly because over $50 I offer free shipping. So depending on how many of those big orders I get, that's going to affect my shipping. So let's look at a few of my sales this week. I try to pull in things that are not only different, but maybe unique or things that you may not think of as being a good thing to list. A little stick pin. I've been getting anywhere from $30 to $50 most generally for my stick pins as long as they are older. If they're not older, they're not bringing that much money, and I usually list them in a lot. But this one was definitely older, and I got $30 for it. This was a ceramic cat. It sold the same day I listed. No, it started April 27th. Wrong item, different cat item. And it still sold really fast within 10 days. And it's just a little ceramic cat. I guess that got into the lights or something. I don't know, he has mange or something. His little blue things all over him. But he sold for $23.99. Not a huge sale, but he was too cute to just throw in the trash. I'm a crazy cat lady. Here's 2 little abalone little insert old hair barrettes. Sold them both for $22.49. Oh, look. Hope we're not going to have a whole bunch of those. Oh, no. This is terrible. Going to have to go back through and take you through my other screen. Here is a screw back earring set. Yes, they need a little cleaned up on the green, but that's okay. They were really, really nice ones, and I'm glad somebody saw that. And I took an offer, I think, for 20 bucks on them. But they sold fast. Oh, this is not great. All right, so here's a rhinestone brooch. This was a rhinestone leaf brooch. I think I tried running this on my eBay Live and it didn't go. But anyway, it sold for $30. and I listed it April 11th, so it sold really pretty quickly. I was trying to find a picture of the back for you. There's a picture of the back. It was a very well-made brooch. eBay in there, it's not you, it's us. So yeah, we know. So this was a really chunky plastic necklace, and it is one big long strand, but you could wrap it around because it was 50 inches long. So we used the word opera and flapper. I think I took an offer at 30 on this. I listed this April 28th, so it also sold very quick. Oh, eBay. So this was a coral fruit necklace, and it's faux pearl, and it was by Adolph Katz. And this Katz, that you can find by looking up the patent number on this item and seeing who the maker or designer, was on it. So I think somebody in our group just sold maybe the bracelet or something like this, but I sold mine for $75.99, and I had the necklace. So this is the Monet Demita bracelet tassel. This one's a winner anytime you can find it. Sells fast, sells for good money, including the necklace or the bracelet. But beware, not all tassel type necklaces of Monet are of that line. They have to look exactly like this, not kind of like this, not like, well, it's all fine except the top is different. It has to be exactly like this, because there are a few of them that they did put out that aren't knockoffs. They're just not the Demitas. So make sure you have the right one if you're going to pay up for it, especially. And I started that also on April 26th. This was probably my favorite sale of the week. I'm not sure if I included last week because I think it sold last Sunday. So if I included it, I'm sorry, you'll just have to skip over this part. But it's a big, huge enamel flower for 75 bucks. So it's a rising trend right now. People are into the big ones and the bright colors. And if they're a little unique, that sure doesn't hurt anything. So I thought that was a great sale. I think I did include it in last week's video. I apologize. This was a Chrysler necklace. I get a lot of Chrysler bracelets. I get Chrysler ID bracelets. I get those a lot, but I hadn't had a necklace like this before, and I just thought it was really neat. I didn't try to clean it up or make it look all shiny and beautiful, and it sold for $97. It also started on April 26th. That must have been my lucky day. Here's a Heishi shell beaded necklace lot of 2. And I thought one, I didn't know if I'd be able to get the money for it, and they were kind of, they weren't really short. I'm not really sure why I decided to, maybe it's just because they were so identical, I decided to group them. I took a best offer, I think, of $140, so I was pretty happy with that. They did get initially listed in January, though, so it took a while for those to sell. Not even going to try to pronounce this brand. It's like Cyclops, but with an E. And I started this one May 1st, so it didn't take long to sell, and it sold full price for $150. To me, it just looked like a bunch of pots and pans hanging up, but it was a really big statement piece, and it was very unique. I did not try to polish up all these little things. In fact, I'm not so sure that I think maybe it's supposed to look a little distressed. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely a statement piece, and I hope they love it. Here's a gold-filled locket necklace. And I usually try to show, there it says 12K gold filled, and I try to show the inside of the locket also, which is right there. Sold for $103. I listed it on April 29th. This was, I wasn't sure what this was, what that blue part was made out of. And again, probably a confidence issue that probably cost me a little bit of money, but it's a little photo locket, and it had the blue on the front. I'm sure it was stone or some kind of cool glass. It was etched very nicely. There's the pictures. I had very cool pictures in it. And it sold for $130. But I listed this first in February, so it has sat there a little while. Not you, it's us. Yep. So here is a Ralph Lauren bracelet, and it is chunky and wide. And there's the clasp. The clasp had a little bit of wear on it, but actually the metal tone on the rest of it was pretty good, I thought. And it sold for $112.49. I listed it April 22nd. Here's an Art Nouveau gold-filled locket. It's paste stones, and it was beautiful. So I had a little bit of wear. It was missing a few. It was missing a stone here and here, which is why it says Reed. It was engraved 1906, so we know it's old. We know it's Art Nouveau because it's got that flowy, soft, just romantic look to it, and that's very Art Nouveau. I tried to point out the issues that were on there, and I listed this March 8th, so it did take a little while for it to sell, but I am happy with the sale. My best sale of the week was $237.49. Not sure if I mentioned this last week either, but it was a little gold-filled watch fob, little locket. It was a little book, see? And it was signed right there in the upper left-hand corner. I bought this on eBay. I don't remember what I paid for it, to be honest. I think I probably looked that up last week and I forgot. And it started in February, so it did take a little while for it to sell, but I'm okay with it. See if there's anything in the performance and sales here we want to go over, seeing as, you know, we got a lot of, it's not you, it's me. We've had a lot of that lately. All right. I have enough problems when it's all me, so see if there's any of them that we missed that I wanted to share. Make sure that you do go through your items like this and look up anything that you found interesting or that you were surprised sold, because when we're in the heat of the moment when things are all selling, sometimes I feel like it's very easy to like forget what are the things that were selling well for me, because we need to know what are the things that are selling well for me so that you can keep picking those up and just keep doing that over and over and over. You see a lot of the same things I sell every single week over and over and over. So this, I didn't know what these things are. Could that be white jade? Could be. Do I know it is? Nope. Is anything going to tell me for certainty that's white jade? Nope. Is anything going to tell me for certainty that the green is a different kind of jade? Nope. It could just be, you know, it could be anything. So that's a confidence thing, but I'm not sure I'm ever going to get past that. So that did sell for $41.99, but I had listed since February. So I don't think anybody was jumping all over that thinking that's what it was, or for sure that's what it was. It's a confidence in our pricing, a confidence in our product, and just overall how it works. And our growth will show us confidence, and our growth will help us along the way. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Sorry we had more technical difficulties. I feel like on Sundays the system's getting messed with a lot. I'm on eBay Live now, and I cannot say how much I appreciate everybody's support. I don't know that I could have made it through my first show had I not had so many of the amazing loyal viewers and group members show up to support me, because that was just fabulous, and I really appreciate it. Once you push through your first show, it's not a big deal. And now I'm doing them on Thursday and Sunday nights. I'll be resuming after my vacation tonight. The Sunday night one, which will be over by the time you see this, will be my last one until after Memorial Day. Well, I might do one that weekend. Regardless, watch for eBay Lives. I'm doing everything $5 starts now, doing a good mix every show. And I go on I'm trying 7 o'clock Central Time on Thursday nights and 6 o'clock Central Time on Sunday nights. So please join me. Also, if you want to check us out on Reseller Revenue on Patreon, that's where we all get together in the mornings at 9 o'clock Central Time, Monday through Thursday. We talk about business and reselling. We talk about our numbers. We talk about strategy. We talk about promotions, all sorts of things. And then on Tuesdays, right after that call, we join just all about jewelry. So we all just get together, talk about pricing and sourcing and identification. And it's not just me. You get access to a lot of amazing jewelry sellers and a lot of amazing jewelry collectors. So they have a different perspective to bring than I do. And it's good to hear from everybody's different point of view. And I learn from everybody in the group every single day. And I'm not even exaggerating. They bring a lot of great background knowledge and personalities. We got personality for miles on our group. So join us. Also, if you could hype this video and like it, I would very much appreciate it. Or if you know anybody else that might enjoy this content. Thank you so much. Have a great week.